Hello, today we have I think the 13th Specter DIY Builder podcast or like call. Today it's only me. Jan Neunert is not able to attend, and maybe we see some other participants later on in the stream. But for now, I'm alone, and we can. Let's see what we can do today. I'm currently thinking what I can do. Of course, what I first want to do is to share the thing I did. I created. Marco is here as well. Hello, Marco.
Moin.
Yeah, we are already live. But currently it's only us both. So, I can't hear you. At first,
No better?
Yes, now it's working. Great.
All right.
Great. Yeah, I think, so what I thought is I can show quick the, how do you call it? What's the correct term for like the brand colors or the brand guide or
brand identity, right?
The brand, yeah, because I did one. I created a file. Where do I have it? Yeah, brand guidelines. That's how we name it. I can share with you. So this is what I made. So it's already like a website, because then it's, I did it with AI so that you can also like click on the colors and then it copies it. And I just extracted them from Specter Solutions. Here we have like some brand colors we are using for the website. And I thought it would be really good to have some file where we have all of this, like all the different colors, so that it's easy for development and everything to just like copy the colors. Or what even works is I like gave AI. So when I like want to design a website with AI, I can just give it this HTML file, and then it extracts all the colors and applies it to the website I'm doing. And this is like saves you a ton of time. And this is like why I created this. Here's some descriptions and what the colors do. Here, like how the buttons look like. AI also like implements that. And here, Specter DIY hardware wallet colors. Here we have the different colors we use in the Specter DIY itself, and you can like also copy them. We share this. I'm going to put this into the live stream description, and it's also available in our Telegram group. My idea was, and I think I'm going to do this when I like have another, like when I'm redoing the website, because there are a couple of things I want to improve. And maybe we can link this here in the future, that you can just like get it here, and so we can like do everything easier. And of course, you could also like put them into like presentations if you do some, or it's like the idea what I had. And just, and then I can share it, right? Because it's not a website yet. Yeah, okay, but it's in the Telegram community. So if you want to help, then yeah, you can join us. Marco, do you have any like any things we can discuss or have a look at?
Yeah, I can show on the one hand a quick update on newest features in the mock UI. Just let me, it's building. I'll share in a second. So there's, I'm not sure. I think I showed you one feature already, but not in the stream. And one feature I haven't shown you as well. Just 1 second. Compiled. I'll share. This is the share button. Enter screen. Let's take this one and share it. All right. You should see the UI, the mock UI.
Yeah.
And the idea is that we have this guided tour. If we detect that the device is completely new, has never been used, then we can guide the user through the UI elements, right? So first screen, and the specific positions of the elements and the specific texts are not to be taken too serious. It's just auto-generated. But the framework to have such a tour and to adapt it quickly and easily as we need it is there. That's, I think, the important thing I wanted to show. So, for example, the first screen is something like, hey, welcome, here's a tour. Everything else is grayed out. And now we can go on to the next, and we see, okay, here is an element that's highlighted. So it's not, of course, the size of it should be better and so on, but a small element gets highlighted. Then you could put here the text, what is this element? So, for example, okay, here you have the lock button. What can you do with it? Here, these are the icons for the interfaces. I would also, for example, add an explainer that when you touch them or click on them, that this will open a menu, that it's a shortcut. And then you can just go over all the different elements in here. For example, okay, down here you have the wallet bar. And of course, we discussed it will move probably somewhere else. But the idea was to have such a tour in general. And also the helper icons are explained. And if you either skip the tour or at the end click it, it will not open up the next time when you start the UI. That's feature number one. And I think, and also all the texts in here are, of course, part of this internationalization scheme. So they are in these language files that if you want to translate the whole tour into another language, that would be quite quick or quite easy to do. You don't have to recompile the UI, you just have to update the language file. And
that's cool. Yeah, I really like the idea of like having a guide and like at the first reset. If you want, you can skip it, but it would be cool like to have a button. I'm not sure if you had one, like skip whole guide, so that you don't have, so because that you have the option to skip the guide,
you have
but then like walk through the guide. But I think this is like a really cool thing.
What I also would like to add, or I think it should be possible with it, I just haven't done it, but for example, to add more than one tour, that if the user triggers a certain action or a certain condition, that then another tour pops up. So for example, in the very beginning, you just get a general tour of what UI elements are already available. But for example, the wallet bar is empty in the beginning, right? Because you haven't initialized it. But what I would like to add is a possibility or also some examples of when the first wallet, for example, is loaded, then another tour pops up that shows you now, look, have you noticed how it changes? Now here's new information. This is relevant for you. This is one thing I would like to add in the future. And an option for the user to say, okay, I mean, this is now generic information that really everybody who's new to the Specter should know. But I think I would also like to add a guide that helps you. If you say, I'm new to Bitcoin in general, I have no idea what to do next. Now I have my device, I know what the buttons mean. What do I do now with it? How do I set up a wallet that guides you through that process also? But this, of course, would then be a different tour a bit, right?
Yeah. Hello, Oren. Oren joined.
Hi. Hello. Hi there. So this is feature number one. And feature number two is I added helper buttons, right? So not to all of them, it's again just the proof of concept, but you can see here's one, and also under the device settings, I added one to wipe device. Wherever you have now these question marks, you can click on it and you will get a modal window that blocks everything else and tells you what is this about, and you can just click it away.
That's also like really helpful, I think.
Yeah.
So I think in general, this is like a really good idea. And the question is, where will you would put like this button on every button, or like on the side?
The idea currently is currently at least the question marks can only be attached to menu elements, right? So only to so everything else in the UI should be covered by a tour, because then you can explain it when it pops up.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what the menu is, then, and also I'm not sure, I wouldn't put it to every menu, because some of them are really just clear. But
Yeah.
at least the framework is there to say if we want to add one, it's very easy and quick to do that in a very easy and way, also for non-super technical people who have read all the source code, because it's a very simple scheme to do that. This one thing, and what I just started but I haven't finished, is ask the UI to create a small helper script to sync the language files, right? So basically, whenever you write, since the strings in these language files need to match amongst each other, and also with the keys in the source code, I want to have a script that goes through the whole source code, checks for all keys, checks are they all in the language in the master language file in English, are keys missing, or are there keys that have been obsoleted, so we can shrink the language file again, and also then check if the keys are the same in all language files automatically. And basically, so that would be a little helper that should also be quick to do.
So honestly, I didn't get it completely.
Okay. So currently we have, if we want to support a different language, we have one text file. This is just a JSON file in which you have, for each text, every text you see in here is basically a string and that file, right? So I think maybe the example is the quickest to show. Let's go to internationalization. So we have the English JSON in here. It's just, you see, it's a long list of keys.
So currently, I'm not sure, but you. No, I'm lost. Everything working. No, just.
Okay. Can you see and hear me again?
Yeah.
Okay. So every text you see in the UI is taken from this file if it's English, right? You see, this is the symbolic name for it, and this is the actual text shown. And every text you see in the GUI is has a key. What is this text called? And then you have the actual text for it. And if we want to switch to a different language, we have basically the same label. So each entry here is just one of the same keys we had in the other file, but of course then with the German text if we have German. And
yeah,
we could have the same for French, right? We could have a file where we have every key with then the French text attached to it. And in everything except English, I also always give the English reference to make it easier for translators. And the tool should check that basically the keys in all the different languages are in sync, right? So for example, if I have a key in the English file, I should have the same key also in the French file, because otherwise it's missing.
No, I got what you mean, yes.
Or if I have something, if I have in the English file something that's no longer used in the GUI, I can remove it, right? Or if I have something in the code that's not in the English file, then it's missing, right? And to keep this in sync, that's the whole point.
Yeah. I think this is not that easy. Like if you have like only English and German, it's no problem. But if you have like maybe 20 languages, and then maybe you need at first that it's automatically adding maybe AI text, and then it adds a comment that it's like the user doesn't see it, but like for like everyone who does want to have a look at the language, then it adds like a comment where it says, okay, this is AI generated. And then if you want to go through, maybe, I don't know, maybe like, then you can like remove the AI comment and like read through the translation if it works. And then I think this would be like a good way to, so if you automatically like sync them, that you have like, because it's not good if you add AI content, then it's necessary that you know what is AI generated and what not.
I mean, currently the plan is to see if something's missing is just add a blank fill me, so no real text, right?
Yeah, but I got your point, but I'm not sure if this is smart, because then every time you want to make an update, then there's something missing in one language, right? And then we need, like, every time we do an update, we need to write all these people from all these different languages that they need to have a look at it. And this is like really
the only thing that I would like to add, currently we have it, so there's two things. There's on the one hand the compile or build time, and the other thing is runtime, right? Currently in runtime, we have the logic that if any key is missing completely in the language that is there in English, so English needs to be updated anyway. And if in any language a key is missing completely, we fall back to English. So then the English text.
That's smart.
This is what we already have. What we should add, if we now during runtime fill everything that's missing with a dummy text, of course we should do the same during runtime. So if we detect the dummy text still in there, then we also should fall back to English. This is what I really would like to add.
This makes fully sense. So, yeah.
But then it's easy to see for people who check in the source code or in the repository to see what has to be translated. But during runtime, if it's still the dummy text or missing completely, then we fall back to English. And only English has to be filled then, of course.
Yeah.
Let's do it like this, yeah. And otherwise, I would have one rather generic question, because as far as I understood, we currently, so the goal of the project is to move the whole firmware over to a newer version of MicroPython and a newer version of LVGL, right?
Or I'm not that deep into it, honestly.
Okay, because maybe then we need to discuss when K9 is back. Because I spent like 2 days. First, I thought the newest, the playground was already completely migrated, to find out, no, it's not. And then I spent 2 days roughly to find out if I could do it, how to do it, and found out, okay, it's probably a bit more involved than I thought. Yes. But then let's discuss another time when K9 is there.
I think that K9 is the best. K9 and Mike are probably the best.
I think Mike started it, but as far as I understood, he won't finish it.
Yeah, but he's also like a good, like he knows what needs to be done and anything. Yeah, that's like, so Mike would be, if he would join the call, then it would be also helpful. Yeah, this is like, yeah.
Because currently, because I developed the whole GUI on a newer version of LVGL than is currently used in the current Specter firmware v1.9. And that's why I cannot bring it to hardware currently, because I would have to change LVGL, and for that I also have to change MicroPython, and that is really closely related with how the hardware operates. And I from my background, I should be able to do it, but it would take time.
Yeah, I'm not. I honestly, I don't like know what. I don't know much about it, so yeah.
Right, but that would be all the updates from my side.
Yeah, but really cool. Yeah. What I thought. Or Oren, Oren.
I enter in the middle, so I lost the start of what you're talking about, but I'm just saying in advance, good luck with right to left languages. That's a complete different headache.
So what, I didn't honestly completely understand it.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, in the end, if we really want to go international, it's not only left to right, it's also having, because last time we checked with German, we discussed about adding umlauts and something like that, right? And of course, ideally to save space, memory space, we should try to have one font where all the special characters of all the languages are in there. So for example, the Nordics have other ones, Spanish, French have their accents, everything. So we should have one font that supports everything, but this is only for, I'm not sure what the special term is, but languages that look like English, right, have the same, but if you have Arabic, Asian style, left, right, this is going to be a whole nother story where we'll have to somehow find a way. But I think let's
currently we use Montserrat.
Yes.
Maybe we can like check if this supports. I can like ask Rock.
The language itself supports it. Probably we just have to compile it into the, because as far as I understood, LVGL handles fonts in a special way somehow. So we have to do some preparation. It's possible, but everything that has a completely character set is going to be very interesting. But let's say, I would say, let's start with what we can achieve quite quickly to have something to support, at least, so to say, it's not half of the world, probably population-wise, but a big part of the world, and later on extend to the others bit by bit.
Yeah, I think let's start with all the Latin characters, and then we can have a look how these other systems work.
One question, but again, I'm not sure how a resource constraint we are. It might, for example, be that we will not be able to support 2 different character sets in the same firmware because the memory will be too small. I don't know, actually.
I don't think so. I think for small things like languages, the memory is no problem. I'm not sure how it is about if we want to have big symbols and everything. It's good problematic, but I think languages, they don't take so much data. But I'm not completely sure because how much do we have? 2 to 4 megabytes or something? I'm not. Or was it gigabytes?
I think we have 2 megabyte flash, so hard-coded memory. 2 megabyte hard-coded memory, I think, a bit, roughly about that. Yeah. So it's.
I think that's the problem.
Megabytes is the order of magnitude that we're talking.
How much?
A few megabytes is, I think, the order of magnitude. So it's not hundreds of megabytes. It's not gigabytes for sure.
Yeah, I think there are. I had a look at it, and there is maybe another 12 megabytes or something that could be used somehow, but I'm not sure how. But they are some extra thing on the board, and maybe if we run into these issues, we need to check if we can get access to this extra memory. Yeah, Oren, do you have something?
No, I don't have anything new to share. I was just not around for some time. But I just wanted to ask if there's any update on my pull request.
Yeah, it's good. Maybe we can live check it. The problem is K9 currently has some other stuff to do than at a Specter programming work, and that is where it's a little bit of a bottleneck, you could say, where there's very few going on currently while he's busy with this other stuff. But maybe we can have a look at the PRs, because it would be great to have the new firmware out there in the next couple of weeks or maybe months. It would be good to have, because I think we have a couple of good pull requests, and I think that's enough for the update. But yeah, there needs to be a little bit improved. For example, I think yours is not improved as
no,
maybe I can show. I'm not that technical, but we have where is
it's 3 to 1, I think. Yeah, here down.
Here we have it.
Yeah. So yeah, last time that we talked, you had some, you requested some changes, and I just did them. And since then, I don't think anyone noticed the PR anymore. Me too. Kind of forgot about
review.
it.
Yeah, here you wrote that K9 could review the PR, and then
who is the last one? Who is the one that you just selected? DIANEHOD 8. What is this account?
This year?
Yes. Who is this? Is
I'm not sure, honestly.
I think it's some kind of a bot, online bot. It doesn't have any activity on his profile.
Let's have a look. No followers, 1 following, few contributions. I don't think it's a bot, but yeah, we don't know, but I maybe it's like we have here one repository, I think. Apple Store cards. I'm not sure, but here he even has my Telegram username is Proman8. I don't think he's in the group yet, but
it looks very fishy. I don't know what's.
yeah, it could be also because if this is just a README and he is scammy profile, I don't know. It could. I don't want to say anything, but
he wants us to.
I don't know who this is, honestly. Yeah.
Could be some kind of phishing, trying to make you contact them.
It could be, of course. Yeah, maybe if you see this, come into our Telegram community and then
and we will give you signals about what cryptos are going up and down.
Okay, yeah.
They're already going down, I think, right?
But good point. Is there like, so maybe I can like, I can't like test the code. I like check the code, review the code, but I can test the firmware. So is there anything that needs to be like tested?
Just I gave some examples of some transactions with a special end sequence and a special end log time, and just see that they are visible, that you can read what you are signing. Because right now you're signing stuff with
blindly signing the end log time. Yeah. So is this still something we already like tested, or is this something that it's only tested by you yet?
So I didn't test it on a real device, and I think K9 tested it on the previous version, and I think I made some changes since.
Okay, yeah, maybe I can like check this myself, and then like it would be good to have K9, or maybe we can like have like ask Cryptoguide if he could also have a look, so we can move forward to the new release. Yeah, I think that's about. Maybe we can like just have a look at the different. So what needs to be done for the new release? Is here not even? Is there? I think there was. It was an issue. Yes. Planning and executing a new release. This needs to be done, and change the keys. Yeah, and change the keys so that in bootloader and Specter. Yeah, there are a few things to do, and yeah, maybe I think like yeah, it would be really good if K9 would like came, and then maybe like Cryptoguide could help here, but I will like ask in the group, of course, and then let's see how it works out. Yeah, I can't say more, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, so what else could we do? There is, Marco, did you already like, because K9 had made a tool where you can remove the bootloader and also give AI like the possibility to interact with the board, so it can
the Disco
flash.
tool?
What?
The Disco tool?
Yeah.
No, I haven't checked it because as far as I understand, this will only be interesting if I want to go to the Disco. And I have not understood if the Disco tool works with the sort of the old version of everything or the new one. If it works with the old ones, I would not care so much right now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, okay, it makes sense
the
from
board.
your perspective. Yeah, this is also interesting. Also, maybe later on, if we want to get the Spectre playground running on the Disco board, then maybe this tool would be really, really helpful.
Correct. But I also saw, I wrote to Kano that as far as I understood, he wants to use it for testing. But for example, something like UI testing, there's also LVGL has some extra classes, functions, and so on to support GUI testing without being on the hardware, just in the simulator. And I think we should have, in the end, we need both, right? We should do as much testing as possible without the hardware, just software in the loop. And put as little as possible on really testing on the hardware to keep the effort low, right?
Yeah, would agree on that. But it's like really powerful that you can like test it automatically without manual labor. So if this works in theory, so this is like really, really powerful.
And still the offer stands. If you need something motorized in your hardware setup, I still got some Lego.
Good to know. But I think we have such a huge box with more Fisher technique.
Do they have motors? Are there motors also in that system?
I think so, but I didn't.
Okay, then never mind.
So maybe I need to check again. But good to know that there are some things we can use. But currently, I'm not sure how you can modify it. So I'm not sure. Did you saw this already?
I saw your screenshot. So it looks like a static setup, right? Everything is fixed in one place, in one position.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked, because maybe, for example, to test different distances to the screen where the QR code is shown or something, you would probably like to move the Spectre a little bit back and forth.
So currently, that's the point. Yeah, I think we need to do get this into real use, that it gets used, and then we see if there's a problem we need to fix, and then we can think further. Maybe I can have show this here, because I think it's really interesting. Here we have it. I already showed it, chatted. Here, this is the device. And we have here the Spectre board. And then we have here a display. And you know what the Spectre on the other side is the QR scanner. And then you can scan the QR codes displayed here on this screen. And here we have a power bank, powering with the power bank here, or you could use another, we can use another USB thing as well. And here, this is for powering, also for flashing the firmware. And this port here goes to this red orange device. It's here. Maybe I can. Let me check if I have a photo I can show. Because the orange device, the problem we face is that AI currently is not able to plug off the Spectre, because we don't want to restart it as well in some scenarios. And the cool thing is that we can do this, and I have it here. This is the this thing. It's Nordic anything, and with this device, was this plugged into the Specter, then the like AI would be able to restart the Specter, which is necessary to do some extra work, and then it could be like everything completely autonomously from testing perspective.
Just one question. That was one thing I didn't get fully from what Kanoina said. You said the AI should be able to do that. In the end, I think what we want to have is automated tests, right? So we don't want to tell the AI every time what to do next, what to do next, what to do next, but we would like to write the AI to write a test that then runs automatically afterwards every time we want to do it, right? So it's not the AI that has to be able to do it, it's just any automation.
Yeah, both. I think both is good. Both is good. I think it would be really, really helpful to have something like a testing program where we can just activate it and then it runs all the tests. But it's also good that AI could like test some specific things if we like code something with AI, and that we can just test it with the board.
What's the benefit? I mean, I understand that we can use AI to generate tests or to help us automate this stuff. But in the end, if we perform the test, we tell AI to do something, and it's not doing the rest of it. That's not the benefit.
Yeah, I think you're so. I think you're right. I think probably you just need maybe one or two like test scenarios on the board. Maybe like one small one bigger one, and then. But I think what's cool is that you can like give AI the opportunity to test it. So if you program something with AI, you can like program it, and then every major step you say, okay, now test it, and you don't have like. So that's I'm not currently.
The AI should write the test case, right? The AI should write the code that runs that performs the test, but afterwards we should be able to execute the test without using AI again.
How are you going if the displays show some text? Okay, how are you going to verify that the text is correct? Let's say you want to test the languages feature, and you want to.
We also want to have like, this is not implemented yet, a camera that films the display, and then
you can use AI. You can send the image to some AI agent and ask, is the following text appear on the screen?
Yeah, and this would then because if now the AI sees what happens here on this display, then AI could like debug if we want to implement something on hardware level.
Yeah. Cool, really cool.
Okay. Now we have another 20 minutes left. I'm not sure what we can like have a look at this 20 minutes.
If it's fine and we don't have something to do, I could drop off and work on that sync script.
Or we, All
right. Otherwise, if you find something cool to do, I'll watch the stream later on. See you guys. Have a great day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See you, Marco. Yeah. Okay, so. Okay, this was a good stream, and I think I will leave now as well.